I'll begin with Liborous in the studio. Particularly of concern is the trend of such conversations in election year. I mean, if you're conversant with election year, you know that just 1 or 2 years we'll begin to have this kind of conversations. You're not surprised, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm certainly not surprised. I didn't start today. You know, my friend Shetima Yerima flew this kite as far back as, was it 2018 or so, insisting that counted from the years of Obasanjo, you know, and all of that, and said, oh, the North must also take its turn and complete those years that Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan, and you know, stayed. So I think he counted 13 years then, and so said that Buhari's 8 years and Yar'Adua's 2 years did not amount to 13 years, and so you know, all of those jargons and incomprehensible permutations. For me, I would have expected that what we should be talking about now, first and foremost, even though it gives a sense of belonging where the presidents come from, like Obama's presidency, even though he didn't do anything special, extraordinary for the blacks, but it gave them a sense of belonging in the entity called America. Same way, Obasanjo's presidency didn't do anything for the average Ottoman. And I have not seen the extra benefit that the people of South got from Goodluck Jonathan, but it gives a sense of belonging that yes, you still have competent people in this region, especially given the disastrous 6 years of the current administration. But that said, I think where the conversation ought to have kick-started from should be what the qualities of who the next president must be, not just, he's a retired general, you know, he frowns at corruption, he would fight insecurity.
We're going to get into that in a minute, particularly when we consider the issues of why this is important.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the discussion should kickstart from that process, and then we can now begin to move into where this person come from. I agree. You know, you have people, you know, quality people from, you know, all part of the country, but I think this decision of the Northern Leaders Forum is divisive. You have insecurity ravaging the North as we speak now. I hardly hear them, you know, speak unanimously.
Well, to be fair to the Northern governors, this particular meeting in Kaduna had quite a number of issues on that resolution. It's just of concern that
yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. What I'm trying to say, if the issue on the top burner, was the issue of insecurity, I don't think the issue of rotational presidency would take this media space.
It was because
it wasn't.
Before,
if you look at the resolution,
talking about if you look at presidency, just a minute, Mr. Liborous, is the fact that they mentioned the efforts of the federal government in fighting banditry and terrorism.
We're not talking about efforts. As we speak now, I was listening to the news this morning. Bandit raids an emir's palace. You know, last week bandits kidnap an emir. Even, you know, so bandits kidnap school children. That is so bad that schools are closed in some states. So it shouldn't be mentioning the efforts.
They talked about
what we're talking about.
Intelligence sharing amongst the governors.
Let me tell you.
I'm not a spokesperson for the Northern governors, but the point I'm trying to clear for the sake of this national conversation is that when the governors met with the emirs and the chiefs in Kaduna, the only thing they talked about wasn't power rotation or
I agree with you.
Before all of these issues, they had mentioned the security challenge.
I agree. As if you look at the resolution, go check that resolution. The insecurity was not on the top burner. It was not the number one item on the list. It should be. Secondly, if you remember during NSAS, this same Northern Leaders met. Insecurity was number 9 on that list. NSAS became their problem. So what I'm trying to say is that we are all in this mess that we find ourselves today. So what we should be discussing, what any leader in Nigeria should be discussing today, should be the qualities of who would govern Nigeria come 2023 and what that person must possess before we begin to talk about where the person is from. Where the person is from is also very important, but we should also identify the fact that we found ourselves in a mess that we have never been in before since independence. So that life is so useless in Nigeria now that people are killed by like chickens, and that government will tell you, oh look, we can't name the sponsors, we can we are doing everything humanly possible. Next you hear the president will tell you, I will assure you. It keeps assuring us, right. And so I expect the president coming from that region, it is high time these northern leaders should call one of their own to say, look, you are demarcating us consistently. That should be the only issue for them now, not even where the next president should come from.